person that's never read The Wheel of Time, at least up until book 5 or 6, turn off this video because spoilers for at least the first 6 books. I'm just going to play it safe. So why don't you just scurry along, go read 4, 5, 6 gigantic books, then come back to this specific video. I'm sure you can do it before the show drops.
I am Moiraine Sedai. 20 years ago, I learned a secret. A vision of a baby being born. A baby who could change the world. In the last age, the Dark One was trapped by the last dragon at the cost of almost everything. 20 years ago, the last dragon was reborn. We don't know where or to whom. What I do know is that my mission is to find them. But we're running out of time. The Dark One is waking. His whispers are already in the backs of our minds. If I do not succeed, the Earth itself will burn. And the whole world will turn to darkness. There will be one who can stand against him. The dragon has been born again. Who is the dragon reborn?
Let's go. Bro. Let's go. Oh my god, where's... Give me that sweatshirt.
Being born, a baby.
All right. So, I watched it, and then I had to go do real life stuff, which is a bummer. I'm back, and now I'm going to go through this. I just watched it one more time, see some things. Beautiful landscape. Let's keep going.
Moiraine Sedai. 20 years ago, I learned a secret.
All right, yeah. So we saw this scene already. We seen her do the hood flip. They're just... The narration's just letting us know that this is Moiraine.
A vision of a...
Here's the moneymaker, to me, at least. This is obviously, I think, a lot of people's favorite shot from this. There's a lot of other good ones. I think I'm in love with Rand's sweater. This is the one where he's got his arrow out in the other trailer. So I think what people concluded is that that scene was from when he and Tam are on their way to Emmons Field in the very beginning of the Eye of the World, when he first sees the rider, which we find out is what it is. So props to the people that got that. I guess it wasn't that big of a thing, but I think the sweater to me kind of confirms it. I guess you could keep it through the long run, but is what it is. Perrin, Matt, what is this piece of wood? Is that like what is with the slice of wood? I don't know. Got some people booling here in the background. I wonder if this is the scene where they're talking about like either seeing a rider, because I think they all talk about seeing somebody at some point, or having dreams, where they are being, well, for people that have watched or read the series, the dreams that they all compare. So I wonder if that's what they're talking about. But Rand looks great, Perrin looks great, Matt looks great. Raggedy. I don't remember Matt being this raggedy. He was mischievous, not homeless. But maybe, yeah, I might have missed that. But notice he's wearing green.
A baby being born. A baby who could change the world. In the last age, the Dark One was trapped by the last dragon at the cost of almost everything.
feel like that's Lan coming into town.
Trapped by
So this is Lan coming in, I think, and then like moments after is when they do that door opening scene to the end, and he walks in, and it's all part of the subversion that other people have talked about, where they're gonna try and make it seem like Lan is the Fade or Hooded Rider to start off. So I'm guessing that that's gonna kind of be a thing. They're talking about the Hooded Rider at the table. Then they do the sequence with Egwene doing stuff, dancing, blah blah blah, or doing her initiation, and then we get later in that night they're having the tavern scene. Lan comes in. We think it's gonna be the rider, but then it's Lan.
the last dragon at the cost of all.
We've seen this dancing scene before. I'm guessing these are not the same like Emmons Fielders. It's some other event. Maybe they're all white cloaks or something. I don't know.
20 years.
Matt and Rand walk in. This must be just after they leave Shadar Logoth from the teaser trailer. This looks like the same kind of mountain range.
Ago, the last dragon was.
I don't know who that is, but this is a cool one. The scenery here looks so cool. Like, this is like something like when you watch like Lord of the Rings, and more so Lord of the Rings, and you just see the landscapes and the scenic shots that they do, and it just makes you want to be there. That's what this scene does to me. I want to be here. Kind of reminds me of like the Lake Placid area in fall.
Reborn. We don't know where.
Sorry, I just turned the volume up. Let me go back to that scene. I wasn't paying attention.
Dragon was reborn.
She's looking around town. So I wonder if this is the next day, or like she's coming through town and she's probably looking for boys of that age, the age of the boys, or girls. I think we're going that direction. Well, not. We're supposed to think that.
We don't know where.
Everyone's eyeing her. They don't trust her. Look at this girl. Like, these two. Like, who the fuck? They're like, who the fuck are you, lady?
To whom?
Lan galloping away.
What I do know is that my mission is to find them.
Is this inside the wine spring?
But we're running out.
So I saw this. I think these are either sheep or... I think this is Lan. I think these are sheep. But these things are eviscerated. Like this, there's organs laying around. These are organs. You know, necks. It's kind of weird. They didn't eat the actual meaty parts. They just went for the disgusting parts as somebody that's... I mean... like the legs and stuff. That's where the meat is. They went for guts. And then... I didn't notice this at first. I saw this on Twitter. Dragon Fang. It's in the shape of the Dragon Fang.
Out of time.
And then here it is upside down, but this one is light, like the Aes Sedai and the old symbol. People walking through this cave. Can we tell who these are? Who this is? A couple different colored dresses, so this might be... I don't know what this is.
The dark one is...
This is Shadar Logoth. We all know that. It looks pretty cool. It's big, it's tall, it's like a city. It was supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be like a grand city that just went to absolute waste and ruin. So it's essentially Boston.
It's waking. His whispers are already in the backs of our...
But they're doing the little creepy...
minds.
Throwing us a little... Doing a little subvert. And then we get this scene where people are having the bad dreams. And that's pretty neat. You know what? Screw it. Full spoilers ahead. I should just put spoilers in the things. A lot of people think that this is somehow them trying to set Egwene up as the important person, and I don't personally see it in this trailer. I watch this as someone that's watched the series, and these are all like, it's sort of there, but I don't get get them trying, like, alluding to that. Maybe, like, a completely bare bones viewer obviously is going to think that. But if you're a seasoned vet, I don't think... That sounds weird. But I don't think you should be watching this thinking that they are somehow going to make Egwene the Dragon Reborn. Her storyline is so good and so powerful in its own that I think it would be absolutely absurd to do that to the point where it's not believable. I mean, you already have a well-received story and plot lines for these characters written for you. It would be there would be no sense in just shooting off the hip and changing that up. I just think they're just trying to debate new viewers, people that don't know the story a little bit, because it's just not feasible. Like, keep it simple, stupid, is one of the things. Like, if it's so unbelievable, like, it's the opposite. If it's too good to be true, then it's not true. Like, if it's too stupid to be real, then it's not real. If that makes any sense.
If I do,
the fade with the skull horse. Look at his little eyeless face up there on that cliff. So this looks like a fire is down here, and maybe he's like got his eyes
if
on
I do
them.
not succeed,
I don't know what she's looking back at.
the earth itself will burn.
I wonder if this scene is like Moiraine drawing flames to use the fire in the beginning, because that's the thing. Redirection of elements is a use of the power.
And the whole world,
God, that's so cool.
And the whole.
Alright, so that's Egwene and her mother.
And the whole.
Maybe that little is Egwene channeling for the first time, and this attack is her moment of stress that gets her to channel. Maybe it's to save her mother, to save other people, and then Moiraine is just like, yo, you coming with us. I can't leave you here. Because I think in the real story, like, Egwene is eavesdropping on them in the barn because they were all being obvious that they were doing something all day. So they're meeting in the barn, and Egwene's like, I'm coming with you. Like, stubborn girl, because she wants to go see the world. And then Moiraine is just like, this bitch can channel. Yes, you can come. And she's like, the wheel weaves as the wheel wills. And then Tom's also up there, and he's like, oh, I'm coming too. And then Lan's like, is this the pattern, Moiraine? And she's like, turns out it is. Anyways.
The world will turn to darkness.
That's a cool face. Any close-up of Mr. Josha?
And the whole world will turn to darkness.
So I like how they're, like, Mashadar is the Shadar Logoth one, is kind of being trippied out as, like, the dark one in this trailer. Like, obviously, we know what it is. New people might not. Spooky. This is probably my number 2 that I was excited about, because look at, they got all the domes, the collapsed domes. It's a big city. Like, this looks awesome. I don't think I remember a scene like this, but Rand and Egwene are supposed to be, like, closer, I think, in this adaptation, this weaving of the wheel. So I wonder what they're talking about. But cool scene. They're hanging out. I'm just kind of taking this in. I didn't get a chance to really take this in before. Oh, this is going to be so good.
There will be one.
There will be one. A little subversion here. I gotta get some... This jacket looks pretty comfortable with these sleeves. Matt looks sketchy here. Is it just me? Or, I mean, he's pretty sketched out by Moiraine
Be
from the
one.
get-go, though.
Who can stand?
I wonder. This environment looks awesome, too. This is probably before Shadow Logoth.
Against him.
I don't know about this, but we'll see. Okay, where was I? So I just went to the gym, ran some errands. Now I'm back. I had to stop for other things, and then I got sidetracked, so I'm back. And I believe we were on the next
And
scene.
against him.
So I don't know where this is, where this landscape is, because the Two Rivers area that they show us is, there's a lot of mountains and stuff. It's that river valley. Maybe this is on the way out of the greater Two Rivers area. Like, I don't know, like Watch Hill, Devon Ride, something like that. But I'm looking at Rand's sheepskin. I'm assuming it's sheepskin. Could be deer jacket here. And him just staring off into the distance. Egwene, Perrin. I'm just so excited for this series. Like, what are they doing? It reminds me of the scene in Lord of the Rings in the Fellowship when they're all camped on top of the mountain before they have the scene where they're cooking with the fire on in their scene.
The dragon.
Okay, what is this?
The dragon
Blood.
has been born again.
And then that cool effect. Who's walking here? Hold up. Looks like the three of them.
Born again.
So that might be Nynaeve. Sorry, my little finger's in the way here, but it looks more like Nynaeve. And then it looks like Moiraine is on the front of the horse. Sorry, I'm staring at my... Moiraine is on the front of the horse, and then that's Lan. So Nynaeve's Lan and Moiraine. So I'm guessing this is post Shaddar Logoth because they're separated. Interesting. Wonder what that's about. Oh, there's another horse with them. They've got Perrin here. You know, it was raining the night of that, like, storm and whatnot. This might just be like an off scene of Winter Night beforehand. He's, I'm guessing, in the forge at Master Luhan's. Yes? No? Maybe so? This is Matt. People said this already. Red Hand. Band of the Red Hand. Come on. We love a good foreshadowing. I wonder who's behind him. And then Winter Night Attack. Nothing serious out of here. Obviously, we got Egwene being seriously stressed out. So I'm almost wondering if we get Egwene channeling on Winter Night. And that's why she goes with Moiraine. Maybe. I really doubt they're going to set up the whole where Moiraine thinks it could be a boy or a girl. I really think that's just a misdirection by the crew or the trailer people and Rafe and them. I don't think it's going to be like where Moiraine thinks that it could be Egwene that's the Dragon Reborn, but I think she's going to channel on this night, and that's why she's going to go with them. And this one's pretty cool. So we've got Shaddar Logoth, and the horse is getting Mashadard. Let's make Mashadard a verb. Yeah. he's just getting like melted away. It kind of like when Voldemort in the first Harry Potter gets Sorcerer Stoned. He's just like crisping away. Ugh. And now these two scenes we've seen already. This is them running from it. This is probably right before they jump into the river.
Who is the dragon reborn?
And then this cool scene of the couple of them. I'm trying to get it to... Come on.
Dragon
Oh, there's a Gwaine first. Damn, she looks... Not like in that way, but like as like a disheveled villager. Barney, Josha. I guess I can't get it to pause. There we go. Look at him. This looks like someone that can portray being mentally defeated very well. Hold on, Barney. I'll get you. Damn. Oh, so fierce. Look at that scowl. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, the rest is just that Amazon filler. Okay, so that was the... What is it? Moiraine's Quest trailer. Yeah, biggest highlights just being that I think it's just it's a misdirection. Don't get worked up about it. It's for new fans. Don't overthink things, guys. It's like they have a winning formula already. I don't think they would change that because like there's risk. The risk that runs with that is so much greater than just running with the formula. Other than that, like, yeah, this scene, I think maybe they're discussing the dreams. He's got his coat on, so this makes me believe this is before he goes back to the farm, which I think is when they have that conversation together where they talk about that. Because I remember the next after Winter Night, they're like, oh, if I would have told you about this rider, could you have stopped things? And then they feel all guilty, but like, that is what it is. Horse. Fellowship of the Ring. Get some cool Shadar Logoth stuff. That's probably where this is. It's gonna be great. I'm so hyped. I can't wait. I hope we get to see some of the stuff that just released at, what is it, London Comic-Con? I don't know. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Moiraine's Quest. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong about some stuff. If you think I'm right. If there's stuff I missed. Give me some feedback. Talk some crap. Talk some support. Don't really care. But I will see you in the next release.